go ahead and get started with a really quick core workout. This is great to do before or after your bridges, just to make sure that our core is nice, strong, and stable for our bridge exercises. So the first thing I want to do is really kind of focus in on the core engagement that we're going for here. So let's take a big deep breath out with your belly. Belly expands, and now bring the belly all the way in. And when we're here, the ribs should also be down. So don't think, here my belly is in, but my ribs are out. Here my belly is in, and my ribs are in. So we want both of these in. So again, big deep inhale, and then exhale, everything comes in. You shouldn't feel the ribs poking out here. If you can grab underneath them or poke underneath them, try to draw those in. So that's the engagement we're looking for here. So let's go ahead and start our exercises. We're going to start with some toe taps. So to set ourselves up for these, we're going to hang out on our back. And we have this natural arch here in our back, and we want to remove that. So we're going to crush that space. Your hands can go down on the floor. Go ahead and bring your knees in. Trying to keep that space just like that. We are going to tap one foot to the ground and then the other. So let's go ahead and get started. If you want to make these a tiny bit harder, you can lead with the heel instead of with the toes. You'll have slightly further to travel. And if you want to make them even harder, you can straighten the legs out. The important thing is we are always keeping our back against the floor. We are not letting the back arch up. Got about 30 more seconds. Make sure you're breathing while you do these. Really keeping that core tucked in, ribs in. Big deep breaths. 3 more seconds. Last one. Alrighty. Make yourself nice and long. Now we're going to do a second set of toe taps, but this time we're going to do both legs at the same time. And let's go ahead and set ourselves up for that. So squishing our back onto the floor, and we're going to go ahead and tap the feet seats down for one. We're doing it for a minute, so we're going to do each exercise for a minute. We're at 20 seconds. Make sure the back's not coming off the ground. Really squeezing your belly button in towards your spine the entire time we're doing these. Got about 15 more seconds. We're almost there, you guys. 5 more seconds. Keeping that back on the ground. Alrighty, take a break. We're gonna flip over. Now we're gonna do some planks. So go ahead and set yourself up for your plank. You can take a little cat-cow here if you need a moment. That's totally fine. Let's go ahead and pop into our plank here, making sure that our booty's not up, booty's not down. We are nice and tucked in. Notice my belly is tucked in towards my spine here. We want to keep ourselves really strong and engaged. So we're at roughly 20 seconds now, 40 seconds left. Also check in with your elbows. I tend to hyperextend, so try to rotate them so that the inside of the elbow is facing towards each other. 25 seconds left. Keeping that belly button tucked in, really strong, stable position here. Again, we're not coming up here, we're not coming down here. Straight line from the shoulders to our ankles or heels. Big deep breaths. Never forget to breathe. 5 seconds left. And And we're done. Go ahead and take a quick puppy pose. Some big deep breaths here. And we're going to get into another plank, and this time we're going to walk the hands forward and back. So we're going to walk them out forward, and then we're going to bring them back. The goal here is to not wiggle side to side too much. If those are really difficult, you can also just do shoulder taps. So you can choose between those two, either walking it out and back in. Don't do these with socks like I'm doing it. It makes them far more difficult. So I'm just going to do some shoulder taps. Keeping that belly tucked in towards your back, trying to reduce the wiggling. Imagine a bowl of soup on your back. You're trying not to spill it all over the place. You've got about 15 seconds left. Belly button in towards your spine. You're super strong and stable. Five more seconds, you guys. And we're done. Go ahead and get back into that child's pose. We're going to actually roll out onto our bellies. Let's go ahead and make ourselves nice and long. If you want to come up into a baby cobra, you can. For this next exercise, we are going to basically reach out in this position. So in our Supermans, we reach up. For these, we're going to try and make ourselves long. So let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. We're reaching and down. Reach and down. Keeping that going. Try to keep your belly lightly engaged. Belly button in towards the spine still. We've got about 40 seconds left. Really reaching as far as we can go. Get a little bit of a glute squeeze. Belly button in towards the spine as always. Try to hold the reach for a breath before letting yourself down. 15 seconds left. 5 seconds. Last one. Very nice. Go ahead and come up. We're going to come onto our back again. We're going to do some dead bugs. So go ahead and lie down on your back once again. And I like to start these, so you can add a foam roller here. I'm just going to do it with my hands on my legs. And we're trying to add some pressure. So we're not just placing them, we're actually pushing. So knees into hands, hands into knees. And then we're going to release, same side, and send them away from center. As we do these, we're trying to keep the low back on the floor. We've got 45 seconds left. Remember to keep pressure on the hand and knee that are touching. Don't just let them kind of be lazy there. Keeping an arch out of your back. We've got 20 seconds left. Easy peasy, we got this. Belly button in towards the spine. Never lose that. Breathing. And the last one. Very nice. Go ahead and give yourself a break. Feel free to arch here. Make yourself nice and long. Alrighty. Next exercise. We're going to do a singular glute bridge. And we're going to hold it here. So belly button in towards our spine. Glutes are squeezed. And think about trying to pull your shoulders forward. We're using our hamstrings to do this. So pulling us forward, and we're keeping that position. We've got 45 seconds left. can put your hands on the floor, keep them on your belly, whatever's comfortable for you. We're not trying to overarch here either. We're not moving this into the low back. So flat line, knees to shoulders, squeezing the glutes, pressing them up slightly, belly button in towards the spine, and we're trying to drag ourselves forward with our legs. 15 seconds left. We're almost done, you guys. We have side planks and Russian twists left, and that is it. And drop it down. Let's go ahead, switch ourselves into our plank position. So, getting up into a plank first, and then we're going to shift. And these we're only doing 30 seconds on each side. I'm being super nice right now. Strong core, sucked in towards your belly. Glutes are squeezed, keeping you nice and stable. Breathing, breathing, breathing. 5 more seconds. And switch. Keeping that core engaged, glutes squeezed. We've got 10 more seconds. And we're done with those. Very nice. One last exercise, you guys, and we're done. So let's go ahead and get back on our backs. I actually like to do these kind of balanced on my butt. And if you want to grab a weight for these, you can, but you don't have to. I'm not going to. I like to cross my ankles for these, and we're just going to twist. Keeping your belly button tucked in towards your spine here. Don't lose that. And we're doing these for a minute. Belly button tucked in. We're twisting as much as we can. Trying to get a really good rotation here. Breathing as we do them. Nice big deep breaths. We've got 30 seconds left. Belly button in towards the spine. Ten seconds left. And we're done. That was it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was